Hi, guys.
Yuri Cop.
Have a good day.
Yuri Cop.
Thank you, Kenny.
COP, Yuri.
Expected drawdown in crude stockpiles in the EP numbers last night. Price building gasoline.
Oils are going down, bro. All of them. WTI crude is done. There's no push.
See, this is where I start singing songs, right, and start talking about completely nothing important. And then a new guy comes in and says, no, this asshole tells me to come to his chat room, and he's singing Lou Rawls. Well, who the hell's Lou Rawls? Freaking jerk off. I came here, I pressed a bunch of buttons, I showed up in his chat room, and he's talking a bunch of nonsense. And then he's saying that he did a good trade already and that he's done for the day. Yeah, sure he did. I'm going to go report him on Twitter and call him a fraud. And that's really the story of my life. It really is. Somebody will show up now at 9:50 hearing us talk about how this VRX trade was phenomenal. By the way, there is more. There is more. There's UVXY and the market going down. Guys, I'm the biggest bull on the street. If I'm telling you to buy UVXY lately and the market's going down, you're not going to believe me? This market's cooked right now, bro. The signs are here. Oh, we're going down, son. Oh, we're going down.
The stock market only
Even my dog knows.
up.
He's like, yeah, you're right.
All my money in
UVXY never goes up 2 days in a row.
518.
By the way, I called the UVXY from the low print on StockTwit, so all those peasants and serfs and wannabe traders can kneel before Zod right now. How about that 1475 print on the VRX? So now what's the new, what do you take away from that? Obviously it was a nice trade, sure. But now if it chops around and busts people's balls for the next hour or two or even a day or so, what are you going to do when it breaks 1475? You're going to blast right back into this thing. Even though it feels like a chase, but remember, doesn't matter. You already made some money on this trade, right? Now let it chop around. Let it beat people up for a while. Breaks 1475. This thing's going to blast off. Am I on right now? This thing happening? 1, 2. VRX really green, second day. Is the market actually going down like I said it would today? Wow. Did Fossil just fall $1? Damn. Is it going to be at $5? And we haven't even mentioned the other psychopathic stocks. How's the XNETs and the Crunts and the Snaps and the, what was the other one? HMNY and the, what was the other one? DCIX. See, all that nonsense, within 3 weeks, we won't ever mention those stocks again because who cares? You play them when they're hot, and then you got to know when to fold them. When to fold them! Know when to walk away. Know when to run. You don't trade shitty stocks. When the big... I lost that one. Can't do it. Can't do it. There's no words on it. Anyway, this market's going down. That's right. I said it.
Matt, Lending Club will give you...
What's going to happen when the fossils $6 leave, right? Oh. Now it's a chase, obviously. But, when it breaks 6, where's it going to go? Oh, scary. By the way, did anybody short the fossil? Oof. Man. That was beautiful. I didn't do it. Didn't even try. But not buying it is almost as good as not... Let me rephrase that. Not buying it and losing money is almost as good as making money on it, right? Told you not to trust that piece of crap. And if you did, and you promptly bought 685 and sold in the 7s, you are the you're like a high frequency black box trader right now. Just, you know, you're the best. But that was fast. You know, you got to be real fast on that one. But sing it. Who's the greatest trader you'll never find? And all the while, I thought I'd be trading Snap this morning, right? Screw that stock. Now, I know this is the most surprising thing I'm going to say, but look at DEPO. Are you insane? Why is that stock up 70 cents? Well, they had an earnings report that came out, was good. It's not. It's just a short squeeze, kids. Want to make some money? Give DEPO a couple of days. That stock will be $2. Uh-oh. Wait. We're sleeping on the VRX. Maybe we'll do this one more time. I'm going to hang on to 500 again. I'm using, oh, look at the VWAPs all the way up here now. So maybe I'd raise my stop. Yeah, you know what? I'll just let it be the guide, you know? Why not? I got 500 left. If I sell it, I sell it. If I don't, I don't. Doesn't really matter at this point. Now the mad one, see, that's good. See, now he's paying attention. We went over the VRX. You bought your 20,000 shares. You made your 40 cents. Nice 8 grand trade. That's how you do it, kids. Now, not everybody can afford to buy 20,000 shares like the mad one, but the trade is the trade is the trade. Eventually, if your account is sitting there with some large dollars in it, again, the trade is the trade is the trade. I can never tell you what size to do. I don't know how much money you people have. I'm just here to supply the winners, brah. Just supplying the winners, brah. Yeah. Fucking A, brah. You keep supplying the winners, man. That's it. I can't do anything else, right? What more can I do? Am I on right now? Hello? Check 1, 2. I forgot to check. I'm not sure. I might be talking to myself again. Woo, there goes the VWAP. Oh, I might be getting punched out of the last 500 after all. Oh. You VWAP sucker move right there. Look at that. Just took my shares away. I thought I had to stop at 41. I guess I left it at 49. It just took my shares. Bastards. Alrighty then. All right. Well, that sucked. Hello? Check 1. This thing on? Mic check, mic check. All right, cool. All right, I'm out of VRX, and I'm not really happy about it. So I'm actually looking at some lotto plays now. So hopefully this thing doesn't blast off now without me, but it probably will. But look at those $15 calls for the end of the week. Ooh, baby. Under 10 cents, I'm feeling them. Don't like them at 14. If anything, I'd get a $14.50 $15 call spread and just sit on it. So then if the stock just goes to 15, it's not a bad trade. Risking 20 cents to make about 50.
Earnings reversal.
I did not have relations.
Okay.
Why did I just start talking like Bill Clinton? E, what was this? Wait a minute. No, I don't like that stock. All right, I got to go do 20 push-ups. I just had a craving for a cigarette. I'll be right back. Damn. I'm going to be ripped by this summer, next summer. By the way, look at DCIX. What was the bet? I said 350 by Friday. Oh, those sucker people. And you see, go on stock twits and everybody's complaining about how they got trapped and how they should sue. If you don't know what you're trading, it's your fault that you bought it at 28 bucks thinking it was going to 100 and you decided not to sell and now it's at 10 bucks. Does anybody feel bad for these people? Why don't you start a GoFundMe page? I suck as a trader. Can somebody give me $500,000? I don't know what I'm doing. Please give me money. Morons. No offense if one of you guys held DCIX, but what were you thinking? Think of it this way. All stocks suck except Alibaba. All right? So all stocks suck except Alibaba. Nothing's worth holding on to, especially if it rolls over and breaks a VWAP. And I think the VWAP on DCAX that day was what, 27. As much as I love VRX, Right now, I do. This thing rolls over and dies. Bye-bye. Who cares about it, right? So I'm sure there's other stocks doing things. Does anybody have anything? Doing anything? Twitter going negative actually is kind of interesting. Look at Alibaba. Nice bounce. $1.50. Anyway, let me just make my point here. Trading's back in a big way. Reversals work. 1 minute multi-day VWAP works. Liquidity works. You want to be an investor? You buy the diamonds, the Qs, or Alibaba. There's no other stock to own. None. Because every other stock is a crapshoot. You're not going to find the next Amazon. You're not going to find the next Microsoft. You're not. Everything is short term. Except the diamonds, the Qs, and Alibaba. And I'm kind of really pissed off right now about them taking my last 500 shares of VRX. What the fuck? You know what it is? I had to stop at 31, and then I decided to put it at 49. And it went right, got in my stock. Look at that. It went right to get. You'd think the matrix isn't real? I raised my stop. They went right to it and took my shares. You don't think the whole world revolves around me? Man. Solar? Where do you live? I was promised solar was going to change the world in 1982 when I went to Epcot Center, and this guy in the Epcot Center place told me, he said, son, when you get to be my age, solar's going to change the world. Well, here I am, guy from Epcot Center. I don't think anything's changed. I would only hold Alibaba, QQQ, the diamonds. I mean, in theory, you own a lot of stocks with those ETFs, but it diversifies you immediately. And then if the market goes up, you make money instead of having to sweat it out what your company really does. You know, if I had to buy a stock right now, I like these crappy stocks down here because what is an investment? Let's take it back for a second and talk financial planning. What is an investment, right? You're trying to make some money, obviously. Percentages, right? 20% on your money, right? If you make 20% on your money in a year, oh, SQ, you moron. What am I doing? My other trade that I set up for us, right? Sucker gap. Couldn't break 37.15. Same exact price from yesterday. Rolls over, goes negative. There's your follow through on the SQ. And we're not watching it for some reason because we're glued to the VRX. But here's what I'm saying. If you can make 20% in 3 days, why not just take the money? Why expose yourself trying to figure out what a company does? You know, as much as I want to buy Techne or whatever that is, Fossil. Oh, these poor slobs are going to get that punch in the face now when the $6 guy leaves. This will be at 480 somehow by the end of the day. You got to love the market, man. You got to love crab. You got to love crab. What does that have to do with Fossil? Nothing at all. I just happened to be watching Castaway yesterday. You got to love crab. Oh, bye-bye sixes. Oh, look at him gobbling them to sixes. Oh, is he going to hold? Is it an algorithmic trade that's going to screw everybody? I think the six guy is going to leave and this thing's going to plummet. Look at him gobbling it up. Almost gone. Almost gone. Oh, was he going to hold? Oh, the sixes, the battle at 6. By the way, Twitter did go negative. Sixes, sixes, and sixes, and sixes, and sixes, and sixes. Oh my God, look at it. There's the one guy left. Oh. Now what's going to happen is it'll probably go down like 3 or 4 cents and then try to rip up, but then it'll tank. Oh, the sixes are gone, and you'll never see the stock back above 6 again. Bye-bye, Fossil. That's a Doug kind of trade, right? What, Doug, would you put on 44,000 shares? Now cover it here at 491.
What's
Cover it. Bang. Cover some. Now you put a bid in it of 85. Chickaboofa. Now cover. And now you hang on to a couple thousand with a 601 stop. Bye-bye. Nice trade. What do you think was going to happen when the sixth guy left? It was just going to mysteriously bounce? Come on. Oh, bye-bye, Fossil. Now it's a 6 trade, right? Look at that. What do you got? 2.7 million shares there, Mad One? I would cover some. Don't get greedy now, even though this is an amazing trade going on right here. It's $6 short, $6. It's going to go right to $5 now. No, nothing? No, nobody's impressed? No, I just brought that one to you, right? Brought that one to you at 7, 685, 650, 6. No, nothing? Anybody? Anybody short Fossil? No, nobody? Nobody's impressed? All right, rates are going up. After those two trades, it's $2.3 million a day to be in this room.
Potash, Kenny, potash. Smoke some pot over there. Pot.
I said when the sixes leave, this thing's going to tank. What are you talking about? Stock's going to zero. First they suckered you in at the beginning of the day, and then it rolled over. Come on, everybody's out of this stock now. It's gone. Bye-bye. What's overextended even mean? I never even used that word. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't even know what that was. I've never used that word in my life. Overextended. Maybe my credit is overextended. I don't know. Come on, as soon as that thing rolled over, I've been saying the stock is a short. My problem is I haven't even attempted to short it yet because I see this thing up there. It looks like it might not be shorted, but maybe it is shortable. Don't matter now.
Kenny, Lending Club 2. LC holding 4.5. Matt.
Yeah, it's a bit of a chase if you didn't short it at 7 or 650, but you saw the sixes, right? That was a guy selling 2 billion shares. Not every entry is going to be the classic entry. Now I wouldn't do it anymore. Now that trade is over and your watch is ended. We don't got to even watch this thing anymore. That's it. I mean, Twitter was the next one. Just rolled over and went red. Short now, it's just all about reversals again, right? So, all right. Just busting your balls over here. Now go get your fucking shine box. Busting my balls, they can't be busted any worse than me not shorting the stock at 7 and buying 20,000 shares of VRX this morning. Jeez. I'm just a schmuck on the internet calling out winners every day. Oh my God, VRX. This is going to really piss me off. I'm going to have to. Now, this is going to be a chase. I mean, because now I can't fathom buying the VRX back unless I get it under 1450. And I feel like I'm going to have to. So now I'm going to just walk away for a second.
Hey. Are you ready to study out? I'm so jealous.
George, I want to sleep.
What?
I want to sleep with you and do this.
Uh-huh.
It's not funny. Stop moving. Why are you not about to think?
Because I'm tired.
Are we still trading?
So broad. Why did you laugh?
I don't know. I have it done.
We have weeks today.
I don't have class today.
All right, we got to go over the rules again. All right.
I had to write a paper.
You don't want to trade the first 15 minutes of the day unless it's
I need to
or
tax.
something that we planned.
What?
I had to write a.
25.
I had to write a
We went over this
an
last
essay on income tax.
If it breaks, if you get a gap down on a stock that you're looking to buy,
What?
and it breaks the prior day high, you want to buy the stock.
Tomorrow night.
And Fossil? There's only been
But I finished it so I could. I have another assignment due tomorrow,
VRX,
and I guess whether I may not have to do it. It depends on my group. Because one guy in my group was like, "Oh, I gotta work. Like I just got a new job." So
I
like,
was getting hammered, and I was saying, you want to be short this thing when it breaks 6? No, all right, whatever. It doesn't matter now. Actually, Snap might be another short because again, this stock's going up. I don't care who the hell bought 21 million shares. Couldn't get over the multi-day VWAPs below the 1 minute.
Here's the
about
trade.
to break a new
I am
range.
stalking. It's Frank's favorite place to work
Full
out.
disclosure, it's not going to be a
Planet
VRX
Fitness.
trade. It's not going to be as fun as the Fossil,
PLNT.
but it looks doable.
Can't break above 29.50.
And it's not a reversal.
Risk
It's not a
reward
VWAP break.
defined,
It's nothing.
and you got
It's
a
just a whole
multi-day
number break on a
28.11.
shitty stock. So
Nice
chances
dollar
of it working are
for a
not
trade.
80%. They're not 70%.
So keep
not
it
even
on
60%.
your radar.
It's 50% at best.
And
But
reported earnings.
if you
as
just
well.
killed it in some VRX or some Fossil short, you want to take a small chance on a snap breaking 13. Here's your moment. Shorten it here, and you're using this breakdown price as your stop. You've got a 50-50 chance at best at this trade working. So, all right, well, now here's your chance at 13.15. And if it breaks 13, you got that 12.75 area where it really just was really just making a home yesterday in the aftermarket. Zillow earnings reversal. Z. Oh, never mind. It already happened.
Kenny,
Gapped up to
Let me pause for 1
41.37.
Here it
minute.
is. Testing 29.50.
Went red at 39.97 and is now down to 39. So let me just reiterate. Zillow. Don't trade it.
Start exploring strategic alternatives.
Snap short. That's what we got. I don't even like the trade, but at least your risk is
And
defined.
there it goes.
What are you looking at, Yuri?
Now, if it
I
breaks
said
here,
P,
we
L,
should get
N,
13.
T.
If
My-
it breaks 13,
My setup
might
was
even
gonna
wanna
go to
add to it.
29.50, trends the other way.
because then you're looking for 1276 area.
LNT.
Just let me reiterate, this is 50-50 at best. This is not one of my high probability trades, VRX, and hate to say that fossil trade because now I just checked to see if I could have shorted it. It looked like I couldn't short it, and I was too chilling in my lounge chair to even get up and do it after that VRX trade. Disappointed in myself,
Sure.
in society, and
Or-
everybody. Not you guys, I'm just saying in general. I'm very upset now I didn't do that fossil trade with you guys. Man. That was awful. Doug. Amuse me. Tell me you were short fossil.
No, it's too busy.
2 cents away from Snap not being a good trade.
Tweeting on North Korea again.
Shut the fuck up, I can't listen. Missed everything.
Actually, where the hell did that other stock I was looking at? VERI. Nothing. I haven't seen it go by
Yes,
yet.
it's true. VRX was nice, but how's that about this
It's not moving.
PLNT? Ooh,
What did you do in PLNT?
The day's already becoming a choppy mess as far as I'm looking at the rest of these trades over here. You had your monster moves. Now you could
there's your
become
dollar.
choppy.
Almost. 80 cents.
VRX still hanging in there, so that's good for tomorrow and the next day. I still don't know if I'm doing a class tonight. The guy doesn't
5
even
minutes
get back
ago.
to me. The one guy that paid the $500, and I keep telling him, I was like, "Why even do a class? Just come in the morning. I'll do what I do in the class, and you'll make money at the same time. Why would you want to listen to what I'm going to say at 4 o'clock when there's, you know, again, don't you want to learn on the job? I'd rather do on-the-job training all the time, right?
Here's
Learn as you earn.
earnings reversal
Or
for you.
earn as you
A
learn.
little bit more risk.
I guess you want to say it, right?
My gen.
Am I on?
and
Is this going on? Because again,
YGN, the
I
short
feel like
side,
I'm falling on deaf ears
Risk is
this
about 30
morning.
cents.
Check, tape it and sell it. Put it on DVD. Yeah, I will. That's what I'm gonna do. I am recording it. I got slides. I got you know, I made like a freaking slideshow with graphics and all kinds of fancy shit. So one guy's like, "No, I really love the classroom setting. I get to relax, listen closely to what you're saying. I take notes." Do you? Wouldn't you rather see the trade work as
So,
I'm explaining it? It's twice as hard for me. I mean, I appreciate you want to, want
Earnings
to pay
reversal.
just for me to talk about trades that you just missed. Shit, I could talk about trades that you just missed all day. Where do I sign up? It's like the emails I get from Melissa Armo every day. I find out what she did the night before. How come you didn't tell me yesterday? Shit. Hey, Snap working. Come on. Ooh, I got scared there, man.
you don't have to
Almost
do
got
anything.
stopped
I'm
out.
just pointing out
You know, I'm going to
what I see
cover
on my
some here.
scanner,
Wait a
and everyone
second.
in the room
Did I mention
is
shorting
looking
Snap?
trade, earnings reversal. And I point out the risk. That's all I do.
Did I mention it? Now, if it breaks 13, I might add. No, did I mention it? I'm not sure. I heard you mention it in the chat room. No? Now, if it breaks 13, I'm thinking about shorting more. Did I mention it yet? I forgot if I mentioned it now. Because again, I might be in a, straitjacket, as I always say.
Planet Fitness breaks 29 bucks. You know where it's going. Come on. Come on. There we go. Breaking 29, breaking 29, breaking 29. My gen already down 25 cents. My gen down 25 cents.
That's rules. And China.
Planet Fitness looking for 28.75 and 28.50. My gen down almost 50 cents. My gen down almost 50 cents. Earnings reversals, ladies and gentlemen. All day, every day, I hit the bid.
By the way, Fossil's at 550. Whoa, that's a loud voice.
There's an oil report coming out in 10 minutes, so take it easy in the oil stocks if you're in them.
It's not this house bill.
Planet Fitness 2875, 2875. Can we get that? Let's go.
This bill coming together last week.
Sweden selling 2
And?
million in 2020.
Sal, you short Snap? I can't short it.
The reason I like Planet Fitness
now.
was I called him and Frank was pushing the stock last earnings season and he told me he hasn't been in months. So I don't know what he's doing.
That's why you called it. I remember this, man. This thing was shit. That's why the second you mentioned it, I just hopped right in. I'm like, oh, this is garbage.
Last 10 minutes at the bottom here on the weekly DOE. Inventory data. Expectedly draw on all three categories. Crude expected minus 2.5 million barrels. Gasoline expected minus 2 million. Distillate expected minus 1 million.
You're at 8,000 shares.
I'll have to mute you guys for a second. Listen, I'm not sure if I mentioned shorting Snap, but I'm pretty damn certain I just mentioned it because I said I hope I don't get stopped out here at 1325, or hope you don't get stopped out at 1325. And then I said if it breaks 13, you might want to short more. Did I mention it? Now you want to cover, right? Some at 1285, 1287, 1288. Fossil at 550. All right, guys, take care.
Maybe you did VRX for 50 cents.
Yuri, how many PLN?
Or maybe you just did my gen for a nice 50 cents and Planet Fitness for almost not $1 yet. Oh, there it goes. Boom.
Where did you short Planet Fitness from?
Oh,
29.5?
Please send donations to Kenny Glick. Kenny Glick at AOL.com. Oh, Planet Fitness. Bye-bye, Planet Fitness. You like that, Doug, don't you? You like that?
We'll have 8,000 on.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for 50 cents, brother. And I'm covering half for 50 cents. I'm not stopping this thing for
Now you
shit.
don't care what happens.
Oh, bid me 50. Yes! Yes! It's
How about
my
that?
hats, everybody. Send
Yes.
donations to fucking
Planet Fitness,
Yuri in
there's
Chicago.
$1 there for you. $29.50, $28.50. It's going to $28.22. So maybe Kenny Glick isn't the greatest trader today. All right, that's done.
Send your donation
My
to
gen,
Yuri.
60 cents.
There you go.
There we go. There's a little spread on it. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. I was just waiting for it to pull up because I usually want some confirmation that it's not going to just blast in my other face. So that's why I was looking at 29.50. Tested again. It tested it. Couldn't break it. That's also Solid's daily VWAP level, which was exactly 29.50. So once it tested it on the candlesticks a couple times, it kind of gave me a confirmation that it couldn't break it and it's going to go. So
Yuri, can you hear me? Testing microphone. 1, 2, 3. Anybody? Am I fucking muted? Yuri, how low does this thing go?
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hit the sound on. What, Planet?
The XL $28 priced at
Hang
26.
on, let me turn this off. How many shares did you take? I mean, I know you took this way above what I did. I did fucking 8,000 shares at 29. I covered half for 50 cents. I still have 4,000 on.
So you must have a good day.
Everything else was shit before that. And I was losing faith in you, my brother. You're like, dude, I called it. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking hear anything. All I hear is just blah, blah, blah about stocks that I missed. No, I did, whatever, a decent on Lending Club. That's it. I remember what you're saying, Planet Fitness, and this idiot Frank, like, yeah, dude, Planet Fitness last quarter. And he thought he was brilliant. Thought he was Carl Sagan for trading this thing. That was an idiot. Whatever, trade view. You trade any Snap?
I did not. I don't think I can. I didn't actually see
I couldn't short it, so I left it alone.
No, I was just in too many things to do.
What did you do? Yeah, I mean, you called out some stuff, but it was just like, there was so much background noise.
I did. Oh, VRX. Well, that was from Kenny's. And then I did OAS.
When I mute
Yeah,
you
OAS
guys,
was the one.
right? Does it mute the room or does it mute, like, does anybody hear Doug and Yuri talking right now?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk with you again. With vision running out of my sleeping.
Like I just did OAS, VRX, console, and my Gen Planet.
Fuck you, Jay!
What about now?
Paging solid cello.
Yeah, so I assume you didn't hear me mention Fossil, right? If it holds 550, you might want to play a bounce on this piece of crap. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, we can't all be talking at the same time. So why don't I do the talking, you guys do some typing, and I appreciate it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy your commentary. So I'll go for the first hour and a half. You try to type into the room. Type to me or type to the room. I'll check it up on the screen if you have something very enticing. You know, because if we're all talking over each other, we're definitely going to miss something. So that's counterproductive. Plus, you know, no, we don't want to miss what you're talking about. But if you have that split second to type it into the room, then I'll address it. But if you're talking and then I hear sleeping guys talking, the news being broadcast with Doug talking over that, and you're trying to talk, and I'm talking. So, virtually impossible for anybody to hear me. But, it just dawned on me that
You just have to get rid of this shitty Omnovia.
maybe this should just be a service. I don't know. I'll
Okay.
just text people. Buy ERX. That's $500. Because I don't know. Maybe this isn't the way we should be doing it, right? Because I need to make money now. And maybe I just won't talk for the first 10 minutes, hour. I'll come back and I'll show you all the stocks that you missed, why I traded them, and be just like everybody else. You know, I'm trying to do it live and show you and teach you, but you know what it's doing? It's preventing me from buying 25,000 shares of ERX and making some real money. I can talk when I have 1,000 shares. If I have 25,000 shares, I can't talk. I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. Not happy. And it was, you know, again, you had a few trades to do. One guy's saying that he did it. One guy's saying he never heard anything. This is almost absurd. Anyway. Now that I missed the fossil bounce, there's no possible way I'm putting any trades on today, except maybe sticking with VR. See what happened there, guys? I was overly concerned to make sure you heard me talking, and I didn't even put my own trade on.
And CLR. Okay, you're welcome. I'll shut up now. I will shut up. It's just,
Yuri, EXTR. EXTR. I know you're a short guy, but here you go. Here's 11.5 break the long time into reversal.
Solid. I don't know if you can. The question is, what do you do? What do you do?
yeah.
think it's just me now. If I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, and again, I don't appreciate. I really appreciate your commentary. Two time slots, like.
What you boys doing with Snap?
But I feel like no, the reason I'm kind of pissed off here is I feel like nobody did what we were planning on doing. And it's just, if I'm gonna sacrifice my time, try to find these things for you and talk about them, not doing them, and I got this guy telling me I never said it. That's just insulting.
Love Street.
I don't know what I'm pissed off about right now. I think the last 500 shares of VRX is kind of pissing me off. But really, is it? But I don't know if you're listening in. Now you're just making excuses. Like I thought you said, but I thought you said, but I thought you said. No, there's no getting away from the fact that VRX was. Not only were you here yesterday. At the end of the day, I mean, I even gave you the trade yesterday to what to look for. I can't sit here and continuously scream the same symbol over and over again. I'm sure you didn't hear me mention Snap. If it breaks 13.25, it's going to 12.75. I'm sure you didn't hear that one either, right? VRX breaks 14.75, it's going to 15, right? I don't have to say, please, for the love of God, buy it. Please, please, pretty please, buy it. I hope you make money, please. The only one that you didn't hear is because everybody was talking over me was Fossil at 550. Nobody heard. I don't think I heard. Anyway, here's your 15. You know, I don't even know what to tell you now. It's going to 100. Does that make you feel better? If you buy here at 15, it might pull back 20 cents. You know, you missed it. 14.25, 14.24 was your entry. And you gotta wait for a pullback if you want to ever buy it ever. Right? And so, like I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to do here, right? What I'm trying to do is explain to you how this stuff works so then you can do it yourself. Why did I say Snap would probably go back to 1275? Because in the after hours, as Scott realizes, right? That's where there was huge volume at 1275 yesterday. Now that it rolled over and broke 1350, breaks 13, you're under the VWAP. Where's it going to go? It generally goes back to where there was massive size in the after hours. Now, if it breaks 1275, it was 1235 at that point. But now you have to understand the stock just went from 16 to 15 to 14 to 13 to 1275. Yeah, it's a little bit of a chase. So the further it goes down, the more risk to you that it does squeeze. But if you're in the thing already, now you put stops on it and you try to make a little bit of extra money if it does go down to 13, 1250, 1230. I'm just trying to lay out the ground rules, live environment, so then you could appreciate it when it works. I could I could do this in a classroom setting and back in the old day, but I thought it'd be better to do it live, show people how it works right in front of your face. All I get is, I didn't hear you mention it. I feel like this is a fucking Jamaican guy again, over and over again. The reverse. Maybe I should just write out the brochure, right? I don't know. At 9:05, when I first got on the air, maybe you weren't here for that either, I was explaining how I don't like to trade the first 15 minutes unless it's a full-blown 1-minute VWAP reversal. And then I took a little bit, then you add to it. All right, man. Fossil at 550, that nobody should have heard. But when that thing was, when the sixes were trading, I was like, look at them coming for the sixes. If the sixes leave, this thing's going to 575. Did I say, please, for the love of God, you might want to short it here at $6? Oh God, please, please, for the love of God, my God, you please. Yeah. DRX, there's going to be exceptions to the rule. You don't want to trade bullshit stocks the first 15 minutes, but if something is doing exactly what you were planning on it doing, put on something. Then it follows through, and you put on some more. You got a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal, breaking the high print, and I know you weren't here. We went over this. And then later, after the trade was over, right, and it went from 14.25 to 14.50, and I said, all right, now that it didn't break 14.50, and if it pulls back and gathers steam again, you want to be buying it on the 14.50 break. So,
I was watching it. I'm fucking short, JD. That's all.
you're making me think that I didn't say these things, and
All right. Well, I'm sure JD. I want to show you guys something when this thing fucking slows down.
because, you know, sometimes if I buy 1,000 shares of a stock and I make some money, right? I'm thinking, oh, at least everybody else is doing well in this trade. It makes me feel better. But when I find out that not only did you not do the trade, but people are, you know, you're saying, I didn't even hear you mention it. It just sucks the life out. You know what would make me feel better? Go back in time and give me some 1450 calls on PRX. That'd make me feel better. Anyway, and while we're talking about nothing right now,
Now you guys take Tiva? Holy shit. I put it out there.
stop. 1 minute. Want to go over it? Sure. You see how it got back over the 1 minute? This is GGP from yesterday. Were you guys? Teva? Finally going up in sympathy with ERX. Yeah, the black pump. Wow. Your BRX is gonna break 15. Sucks. Got freaking 100 shares. Bullshit. By the way, anyway, now I tried to put the I was gonna be conservative about it and put the 1450 $15 call spread on. I just couldn't get. You're complaining. Anyway, the idea behind the 1450 is, well, you know what? Every time I'm about to say something, I'm going to say, are you paying attention? Listen, the main part of this chat room is going to happen between 9 and 12. So if you're paying attention, what I was saying before, if you wanted to play some VRX with a conservative option play, instead of just gambling on the direction, 1450 $15 call spread was pretty good. You know, you were risking 10 cents to try to make 40 cents on the trades. That was bad. All right, you dumb U.S. Steel trying to go green there. You guys got U.S. Steel already? Good for you. I think you mentioned it in the chat room. BRX is going to 1750 and then it's going to 100. Does that make you feel better? You want to buy some now? God damn it. I'm like an SQ. I'm sure nobody's paying attention to that one. You got the sucker gap and the rollover and the whole thing, right? Remember? And I really haven't mentioned anything else than BRX, SQ, and Fossil, and Snap. BRX is just missing out on a monster short squeeze here. And now that it's above 15, did you buy it at 15? Of course you didn't buy it at 15 because you're scared.
I'm gonna buy the $15 puts. I don't give a shit. Risk reward,
Short
there's a lot more
squeeze
risk.
in a bull market, in a stock that everybody hates. It's gonna go now that it broke 15, it's gonna go to 17.50, and then 18, and then 100. Does that make you want to buy it now? You want to buy it at 14 and a quarter? Got to be nuts, right? To want to buy it at 15, but you know, it's a day trade. Breaks 15, you're usually going to get paid something. Want to hang on? I'm never selling this last 100 shares. Hopefully, it goes to $1,000 a share. I can make up some of that money I just left on the table.
Kenny, I'll laugh when they're pulling you out of the river.
Mortifying.
Because it went to zero.
Mortifying. And solid, man. Here I know you're trying to get back into the groove, but you're sitting there with ready to rock, right? Ready to fucking rock. And I'm calling them out. Put 100 shares on, for God's sakes. Something. Join us. Join in. You got no risk. None. No risk. My ultimate dream for you is to be like, you know, 12 o'clock, we recap what happened in the room, and you say, Kenny, man, that VRX was awesome, man. Sorry, I only put on 400 shares, but it was pretty good. Man, I caught that fossil short that you said. Man, that was a great trade. Don't be afraid to trade. If I'm mentioning something in this room as a good trade, put 100 shares on. Put 300 shares on. And if I'm wrong, not on you, on me. Fucking thing. God damn it, man. God damn it. You guys, we should be up $1 billion on this trade.
UVXY
I'm
going
not even
negative.
exaggerating. I mean, you got your 1450 calls, your 15s now. Your 1550s are going to be trading soon. And we're all going to be sitting there, ooh. Come on, man. I mean, even your dumb U.S. Steel reversal is working, man. I mean, somebody else called that. Nice trade. Here's your 15 cents. How come I'm in U.S. Steel off of somebody else saying it? I was like, yeah, U.S. Steel going green. Let me buy some here. Bang, $26.95. I bought more at 27. Why am I in this trade? I heard somebody else mention it in the chat room. I heard you mention it. I didn't hear anybody mention it in the chat room. You got to be doing these trades. These are the high probability trades, man. I bought 1,700 shares of U.S. Steel as soon as you said, hey, U.S. Steel's going green. Ooh, there it is. Bang, cash. Come on. You want to work together as a team? I know I'm the greatest trader in the world. But you know what? Gordon's doing a pretty good job. Yuri knows what he's doing. We work collectively. I'll talk. You type. Solid. Press buttons. Press some buttons, man. I know you're not Omar. Don't go out on your own and buy $30 out of the money U.S. Steel calls when it goes green. Buy 400 shares at $26.95 for the love of God and make 80 bucks. It's better than not making 80 bucks or $120, right? You know what trades work better than anybody. I mean, we were talking about VRX yesterday in the aftermarket, talking about all day yesterday, planning for this trade. For the love of God. It's mortifying. Know what I'm saying? Do you feel my pain right now? And I'll tell you, I didn't mention U.S. Steel. Somebody else mentioned it. I was like, oh shit, U.S. Steel going green. I'll buy some.
VRX not in this stock, and to think, no, oh, can't even look at it. $14.50s were 19 cents. I tried to buy them at 20, didn't get it. Then next thing you know, they're 25. So I was like, oh, screw it. Let me get the stock. Blah,
like
blah,
a piece
blah,
of shit.
blah, 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 blah. Then the 15s, right? Oh, the 15s might come into play. Maybe I'll wait it out. At least I got some stock. And if you don't believe in stop hunting pro, and again, partially this is, I have the feeling that not enough of you, and again, I'm mad at myself and I'm mad at some other people. But to not be in this trade after going over it yesterday and it following through, not to mention the SQ. I've only fucking went over this shit. That's why solid. I'm praying that one day you just embrace the horror that of all the shit you and I have seen together. Just put the freaking trades on, brother. It's all right. We talked about VRX long and SQ short last night. Both setups happened exactly like we talked about. Do it. Fossil, $6. Or even $6.50, down to the 6s. What are you so, why, are you scared? Oh man. There's nothing to be afraid of. Again, you know, you can lose money on these trades. I've seen a guy blow up an account because when VRX breaks his 14.25, instead of buying the the stock, this idiot was going out and buying $20 calls 3 months out. Not the trade. You want to be buying the closest to the money with the weeklies to enjoy your percentage gain, and or just buy the stock at 14.24. And for this stock to be following through $1 today when it normally dies after a pop, you gotta give VRX respect right now. You have to. Now let me tell you right now what's gonna happen tomorrow. And I'm not going to mention it, all right? I'm not mentioning VRX because if you're not paying attention to VRX now for at least the next 3 weeks, you're nuts. Squeeze is on. Things breaking out. Mark, right? If it gaps down tomorrow and goes green, and whatever the high print of today is gets broken again, you buy it. I mean, that is the quadruple. Exactly, right? It doesn't matter. You got the sucker gap, you get the follow through on the 1 minute, and then you break the prior day high. 90% of the time, the stock's gonna go up at least enough for you to make money on day trade, let alone change your freaking life. Then you get a consolidation above the 1 minute, and then you break out of the range, you buy it again, 14.75. Now let me qualify everything right now, my friend. Mark, you're in, man. I got it. I'm getting the software right now. So between you and Solid, somebody better be pressing buttons and making some money for me. Come on, I legitimately need more hands, and there's no risk.
Hey, Kenny.
Right? If you trade without risk, you must, that's the best, right?
Hey, Kenny.
I'm not a multi-millionaire. If I was, I'd give everybody in here $50,000 and just press buttons when I tell you to press buttons. I would love to be able to do that because that's how confident I am that what I do every day works. But I don't. You were shorting VRX at 1450. You're in the corner now, bro. You're shorting my stock. Come on, bro. You're nuts. You're shorting a stock. You're trying to get in the way of a fucking freight train, brother. Try to make a nickel. It's nuts. To even suggest shorting that it's nuts. I know, but I'm talking about a life-changing event here. Life-changing. 200 calls I had on this thing in August that I lost $7,500 on. If I just would have bought 100 just now, I would be up $5,000 and on my way to making all that money back. But I'm sitting here trying to figure out why nobody heard me mention it. I heard you mention it. I didn't hear you mention it. See, I'd rather you be Matt Ferguson, where you bought something because you thought I mentioned it, opposed to not buying something because you didn't hear me mention it. Mention it. You know, I'm starting to really hate that word. Mention. Mention. That's going to put that one on the gravestone, too, now when I spontaneously combust and burst into flames. Mention. I heard you mention it. Nice mention. Mention. What about your pension? My mom still wants me to find a real job with a pension. Mention. Pension. Mention. Pension. Mention. Pension. I'll mention your pension. Pension. Mention. Fuck. You guys, man, this is a life-changing trade here. Has anybody made 30 times your money on an option play? I mean, no, it's not 30 times your money yet. But Jesus, the 1450s were sitting there at 18 cents. It's 4 times your money in a morning. Or for you new guys, isn't it nice to just have winners? Oh, no. It's still going. $15 calls were a penny. So there you go. It's 47 times your money right now if you just felt like gambling. And you know what? Considering the stock was rocking, no, they weren't a penny, but they were about 15 cents. Those are at 50 now. Oh, come on, man. Mention. And mention the market's not going down. This is nuts. See, also the best part of trading right now is not even knowing what the market's doing right now. You trade your stock. Mention. By the way, I'm never mentioning VRX ever again. I'm going to use the word implying. I'm implying now. I'm going to imply. Okay? Here's the implication here on VRX. First of all, you broke the 1-month VWAP. It's still a great stock to be buying. You broke the 1475 top, right? You broke the goddamn 1507, which I was hoping wouldn't happen. Now you're at 1522, which was this was the, oh my God, maybe it could actually possible, go to 1522. Now it's at 1525, up $1 since the what's the other word I was going to use? Implication. So I'm implying. So now what I'm implying is, now that it's in this prior candle, you got to go back now to a 9-month chart. Now you're in these prior candles. You're probably going to get into this huge candle now. But you got to go looking back to where there was support resistance in the prior candles. So now you got 1593. So what am I doing right now? I'm implying that the stock's probably going to go to 1593. So I'm going to imply, and I'm going to, elaborate that if VRX gaps down tomorrow and goes green and breaks over the 1 minute, it's going to go to about 1593. And guess what's going to happen then? I'm going to elaborate again and imply if it gets into this candle, then you're looking at a stock that's probably going to be at about 1635. And then I'm going to elaborate even more. Because when it gets through all that noise, it's going to search for that price, which is around 1712. And guess what's going to happen next? When it breaks that, it's going to go back to the 1825. And you're all going to be sitting here thinking, wait a second, I didn't hear you imply that or elaborate on that trade. So not only did I mention it, I've elaborated it, and I've implied. So that's it. Now I don't need to, I'm not saying another word. So when the stock's at $18 and I'm up 100 grand on this trade, then I'll teach a class about why I just bought VRX for the guy that just never wants to show up in the class in the chat room. He just wants me to teach it to him after the close. I don't get it. I don't get it. Assad, I hope you don't think I'm yelling at you, right? I'm asking you some serious questions now. What's holding you back? There's got to be something that when you're about to press the button and your hand starts to shake, right? Right? You're afraid. Don't be afraid. You take high probability 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversals, and this is what we've been doing for a decade. Don't be afraid. You still here? Oh God, it's sickening. The greatest joy in my life is to have that conversation at the end of the day. And wow, those are some really good calls. I made X amount today on the VRX and the Fossil and the some people don't believe me when I say that. Living vicariously through you guys, knowing that I'm helping people, it means something to me. So that on the flip side of that coin, when I think that my knowledge is being wasted, it's like someone stabbing me in the fucking throat. You understand? You understand a little bit now how I feel? I don't really hold anything back if you don't know that about me. Oh, man. I heard you mention it. See, and that kid is a maniac. He thought I mentioned something and he buys 30,000 shares of it and blows his account up in 20 minutes. Now I got the other side of the coin. Oh, I never heard you mention it. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. VRX, I never heard you mention it once. What are you talking about? Stock's up $1. I'm not going to buy it now. I know you certainly didn't hear me mention Twitter going, down, or the SQ. All right, so, man, seriously, man, you're gonna make me want to smoke a cigarette. My 8th day, I gotta get past that 2-week threshold, and I'm probably gonna be good. I'm freaking out right now. I'm ready to get in my car, man. I'm ready to get in my car and go get a cigarette. Fuck this shit. What? I get divorced if I smoke this. Honestly. Screw her, right? Yeah, brother. Oh, wait a second. That sounds familiar. I think this guy Omar was supposed to be doing that. Yeah, I was going to sit back and relax and watch the money come rolling in. Yeah, I'm gonna go do push-ups and have some old. All right. At least something where it's an auto trader. So when I program it to, if VRX breaks 1425, enter trade, boom, and then set it and forget it. Because I tell you, you know what? Other than the VRX, not slamming that fossil is almost as annoying. Look at the fossil. I mean, I know you guys weren't paying attention, but I said if it's a sucker move and it doesn't hold the green, I was already mortified that the stock was actually going green after going to 5. I was like, it's probably just a sucker move on a worthless piece of crap stock. But that $5 block that went through, look at the VWAP, first time I said it, then the $6 move, then you had that monster move at 6, blah, 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 blah. And then I would, again, this one I know you didn't hear it because this is when I started getting mad that everybody was talking at the same time. I said, if you want to play a bounce, now is your chance at 550. Maybe you get a VWAP retrace, which would be pretty exciting. And I know you didn't hear that, but again, if you know my strategies, you probably should have been looking at fossil anyway. I know Jeff was. He was thinking about playing a bounce on it. If you're ever going to play a bounce on a stock that's getting destroyed, half numbers, nice place to start, right? Held to 550. Why not buy some at 556 with a 6-cent stop? With a VWAP retrace. This is why I like doing it live. Look at that. I mean, that's amazing, people. I know it's 50 cents, but that's amazing. Getting slaughtered, getting slaughtered, getting slaughtered. Stops, getting slaughtered. Turns, where does it go back to? 1 minute VWAP. It's amazing. It's amazing, Durgish. By the way, Solid and I, we'll hook you up probably next week. We gotta get you that. 1 minute's on your chart. We'll get you the code next week, and By the way, Durgish officially a member. See, that's the process that should be here. The guy sits here, he hears me talking about all these trades, he's watching it, he witnesses it. Next thing you know, he's a member. Boom! That's the process that's supposed to happen. There should be 25,000 people in here, all with tattoos of my face on their chest, with breakaway jumpsuits, and they go outside and they just rip it off and screaming my name. And then Doug sends me this one woman. I think I was on the hottest streak I was ever on at the time. I think I did 39 trades in a row for profitability while she was here. No, I'm not blaming you. She's out of her mind. And then I said, listen, I'm the nicest guy you're ever going to meet. You're only for here for 2 weeks. You could come back for another 2 weeks so you could make some money, so then you could join the pay for the membership. And she doesn't come back. It's like I'm actually saying, here's money. And she blew me off. She's ghosted me now. Or rabbit. Won't be ignored. Won't be ignored. All right, now I'm over it. See? That's what I do. That's why I live longer. I rant, I rave, I feel so much freaking better now. See? Now I'm back in a good mood. You know what? If I actually keep doing push-ups every time I want to have a cigarette, and you guys, I'm gonna be jacked for the Traders Expo come February. I'm gonna be freaking ripped. I've already done like 100 push-ups today. My arms are gonna fall off. Woo! Busted out the chin-up bar too. That's hard, man. I could do like 4. Guess my goal is to do like 7 now. And eventually I'll be like Ace. I'm going to be able to bench press 650 pounds and trade high percentage gain stocks and tweet about them all day. John, stick your head out a bit, John. I don't need the girl. The crazy part about Ace, again, is I never see him posting anything before the fact. It's always after the fact, and then he points to something as if he said it, and I'm like, where? Where did you say this? What's going on? I don't understand. You living in some delusional, freaking psychopathic world that you live in. Anyway, I'm gonna punch everybody in the face because we missed the earnings reversal of a light. Holy shit! Look at you, Mana. Are you crazy? We're talking about missing 40 cents? Oh, shit. Oh my God. Now that's earnings reversal. This thing was at 260 before. Holy moly. Complaining about $1. Damn. Wow. I'm just saying. By the way, I'm not mentioning it as a buy or a sell. I'm just talking about it. See, that's what happened to that kid, I think. You know, the one whom I mentioned this stuff. I said, hey, look at this Humana. It's down 14 points. And then he shorted it, and it goes up 8 points in his face. And he tells me, I heard you mention it in the chat room. I was just having a conversation, you idiot. I heard you mention it in the chat room. Lord of mercy. Mitch. I love Mitch. That's my ex-drug dealer. He really insulted me with the worst count I've ever seen on a bag of weed in my life. I was like, I've known you for 15 years. Is this what you give me? I was like, listen, buddy, we're gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop calling you. And I'm telling everybody to stop calling you also. But you don't insult your old customers like this. Oh, it's a little bit better than usual. Is it? Smoking weed for 30 years now. Come on, bro. Insulting me like this. Anyway, that's Mitch. Oh, what am I telling those stories for? I don't know. Got nothing else to talk about right now. You know, Zach, that's what I'm talking about, right? I can't talk about stocks all day. No, look at your VRX now. I bought it at $15.25. I'm getting crushed. The more this pulls back, the better. No. Now it's over, Johnny. Literally. Your name's Johnny. It's over, Johnny. You want to wait till tomorrow now. We'll get a great setup if and only if. All right, let me qualify that statement. Wait, let me retort and elaborate before I mention and what's the other word I'm liking now? Mention, elaborate, alliterate. No, what was the one I was looking for? Mention, what's the one? Imply. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm going to imply what we're going to do here on the VRX, right? What do you think I'm gonna say, kids? Look where it's headed. 1476. Where did it break out? See, this is again why I love VWAP, people. Because without VWAP, I would say let's wait for 1475 to see what happens there. Why would I say 1475? Because that's where it broke out from. Boom! And now the 1 minute is 1475. Hence the reason I let VWAP tell me now where to go. 1475. So now you're waiting for it to pulls back to 1475, chops around there for a little bit. At least then you could trade it and you use this consolidation as your stop. You know, you could use scattered stops, 70, 67, 59. And if this thing was to break under that last where I got stopped out at, what was that, 50, 49? You're talking about a disaster, and maybe the jig is up. Again, it is VRX. Maybe it's only going to be a 2-day wonder instead of I think it's going to be a 3-day wonder. Hopefully the shorts don't, you know, take it over again and we get another squeeze out of it. But right now, you're not doing it. It's in limbo now. Now you have to wait 1476. Or you don't trade it again till tomorrow where it sets up. And again, remember, I'm coming in tomorrow thinking VRX, looking for a gap down and a rally. If it gaps up and breaks down under a 1 minute, it could be all she wrote. Stock goes back to 14, maybe 1375. I let the stock tell me what to do. But today, we were ready for it because it did exactly what I thought it might do. Let alone SQ. You know, nobody traded that one, but that was the same setup. Gapped up, suck again. Oh. Now your watch is over. You know, now the whole market's kind of in limbo, just waiting around. VRX came crashing back down. Market never goes down. Yeah, it's just the same old typical day now. Now you're just chilling, like a villain, and you should be up, you know, a couple $1,000 on some of these plays. Fossil just stopped moving. Nobody knows what to do with that anymore now. The only thing I actually do see that is sort of interesting to me is the what's it called? Because Depot is moving up, ENDP usually follows along with it. I know it's not, I mean, scraping the bottom of the barrel here, but I just noticed it before. But those are the, you know, opioid drug companies, and people, you know, crushing them. EEPO moves, ENDP usually follows, and again, I like junky stocks that with possible short squeezes. That's why, yeah. But it's coming off, you know, it's trying to find some love down here. Maybe one day it gets a little bit squeezed. Pain is a terrible stock to trade. Too big of a spread, illiquid, awful, banned it. It's not good. It's not good. It doesn't move. There's no liquidity. It's not really great. I mean, you're afraid to trade what? You were afraid to trade 8ZNP with a 4-cent spread. Why would you go near pain? Really awful. It really is. Terrible. Garbage. Trash. Terrible. Worst. Yeah, but still, look how it, yeah, let's watch how it trades. What's it gonna do right now? What do you think? It's up $1 already. No, I'm saying, but it's not. It was not. It was nothing. There was nothing there that even made you want to. It opened up higher, so basically it was a pullback, probably, and then another rally. 1 minute range bound break into the multi-day. your only entry that was any good. Ah, I see what you're saying now. It went back. Gotcha. All right. Good. Double bottom, triple bottom, back above the 1 minute. Yeah. And that's when you had to be watching beforehand, and usually we're not looking at these stuff, that stuff too often. USD, on the other hand, again, thank you. At least I had 1,600 shares of that dumb thing. Tries to, what was it? First it was a fail. And right here, when it recaptured the multi-day, broke that range, I jumped in as it was breaking 26.99, and I'm always happy taking 12 cents on 1,600 shares, so I sold 1,000 at 12.11, and then I got stopped out on the other 600 at 12.08, and boom, done. Now, I was going to mention the GLDs and the gold making a little bit of a move today, but those stocks are just so disturbing because you're risking like 50 cents to make 10 cents. Immediately when I pull this stock up, I don't want to trade it. Look at it. What's it going to do for me? Looks like a thin stock. It's already up 10%. It's in limbo. Are you thinking short? If anything, you're thinking short, right? I don't have to pull up the chart, but I hope you're thinking short, right? As it's fading. Now let's see. Your 1 minute test failed. The range bound breakdown. Another range right here. And now you just broke through another range with a multi-day VWAP right there. So you're looking at 1 minute, 1 day. How about a 1 minute, 2 day? How about a 1 minute, 3 day? All right, so your 1 minute, 1 day, you're thinking that it goes to 29.09. By the way, your Bean Foods yesterday turned out to be a pretty good trade. I don't know why you'd want to go near this. For me, it's in limbo. You missed 3 entries. It looks thin, choppy. I've already dismissed it, I can look at a stock in 2 seconds and realize it's not a good stock to trade. Look what it just did. Why would you want to trade this? Spread just opened up to 25 cents on no volume. 300 shares went through. Why would you want to go near this? Right? Yeah, you want to trade something, how about VNDA, right? Earnings reversal came out. Oh, nope, sorry. Already down $1.40, don't care.
Matt.
APC. So what? Oh, hey. Oh, APC. This stock, what happened to this company? It used to be a good one. Wow. Ah. That's actually not a bad looking setup. All right. So what are you going to wait for, right? You don't want it to break the first time. Just tried to go positive. Went to 15.15. This is a nice looking thing, right? All right, so again, not the best trading stock, but it failed to hold green. Now it's going back down. Goes back below the whole number. You're probably going to pull back to 96, and then you're going to get back into this consolidation. If this doesn't break, it's going to roll hard. But if it chops around in this range or in this range and then breaks it and goes green, might not be too bad. The only thing that prevents this from being a high probability trade is the stock itself. It's not, it's not the greatest stock to trade anymore. It got slammed, I don't know, and it's been trapped in a range. But setup is there. I appreciate it. Then you got Vonda Pharmaceuticals. Where were we on this one? This one, was it a reversal from the beginning of the day? VNDA. And of course, as soon as I mention it, it goes down to 20, another 30 cents. Vonda. I heard you mention Vonda. But no, that's one you can keep an eye on. I like that APC. Well, the thing is, what? Number liquidators at the half number. That's not starting to scare me. I'm surprised it's still under 30. Usually, it would have recovered a little bit by now. Alright, so now I'm watching APC in the corner of my eye. So let me make sure. Holy shit, guys! DCIX coming back. What the hell? Are you kidding me? How does this stock keep coming back? Put this on the screen now, guys. If this thing goes into the green, holy shit! How do they keep making this stock go up? Man, they don't want to let their favorite toy go. Oh my god, look what we just missed. Oh my god, am I stupid enough to trade this after having some nice trades in BRX and beat it? I don't know if I'm that dumb right now. If I was up 10 grand right now, I probably would be buying. But you know what? I'm tempted, so I'll buy a little bit. Oh! Oh shit! That was quick! That's so sick! Oh, I didn't even get any! Oh, you asshole! I thought I got printed for 300, you jerk. Oh, I'm laughing. I'm thinking I'm making money. I'm not even making any money. Holy shit! That thing. I thought I got it done. What just went off of my account? Oh, it's the stupid VRX that I had from yesterday. Why do I still have 100 shares of VRX? $15! Oh my god, it's gonna break 15? I might have to buy it anyway. Oh my god, the short squeeze! The short squeeze that never ends! Oh my god! Damn, that was nuts! I saw my P&L just start to move, but it was something else. Oh well. P&L. Yeah, it's a healthy stock to trade. Look what it just did. Just opened up for $1 spread. Last gasp of fresh air. Again, this stock is beyond any realm of, what's the word I'm looking for? Sanity. Did you see what happened to VNDA since I pulled it up? It's down $1. Sometimes I spook myself. I'm like, oh, this Vonda looks like a short. Oh, okay, it goes down $1. Look at it. Look at it tanking. VNDA. It was just 14. Jesus Christ. Short it? Right hand short. Alright, keep an eye on APC because Halliburton's starting to move. Well, Halliburton, Schlumberger, and APC generally move together. So, again, it's 11:30. We're starting to get into the awful part of the day. Look where VRX is now. Man, I know a little bit about this stuff, huh? I hope it breaks down, you know? Let the shorts get re-encouraged, and then if it goes green again tomorrow, oh, it's going to be just as good. We'll make another point on it. APC. Halliburton and APC generally go together, so yeah, you just pull back to the 51. Never broke down. Yeah, Halliburton, Schlumberger, and APC. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna say I'd rather be cautious and not start getting involved with these as we're about to get into the time area. But definitely want to watch. The more it chops up, the better. Then if it does break the 51.15, it'd be good. Why is DEPO up and down? Just on earnings? Hard to believe. Alright, I'm gonna go eat something and whew. Man, that DCX is one scary. Again, the high probability trades obviously are 9:45, usually go right around 11:30. So here, I'm gonna keep this one. Oh, wait was it a? Oh, they reported earnings. When did they report earnings? A couple of days ago. So this is still fresh report or no? No. It was Halloween, so you're about 2 weeks away. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd rather not see it break now. Really want to see it just chop around for like 2 hours, frustrate everybody, and then if it breaks later in the day, they'll come after it. But looks like it wants to go. Again, I'm not excited. So if you feel like putting it, you see where your risk reward is. Obviously, you'd rather buy the whole number. Use the 95 as a stop. Alright, before I pass out, let me go.
Hard times, no money, no woman, nothing.
Who found APC? You should mention it. I don't think you get the shot. Now you want to get really crazy? EEPO. This is a short squeeze now. I mean, this thing's usually dies by now. Oh my god. This is just your typical half number possible short squeeze continuation. Surprised it even held the 1 minute. Usually it rolls over and dies. That's just, again, this is one of those trades where not really high probability of working. But, if the shorts are getting a little spooked in depot, you see the difference between the environment that you're in right now? $9.45, you got fresh money, people looking to do things. Closer you get to, even past 11:30, 11:45, you get less enthusiasm. You get less enthusiasm. Don't get as much follow through. Your chop is more. There's more chop. Like I said, with APC, wow, they gotta chop around for. You could legitimately chop around for 2 hours now in this range. 51 to 51.17, and just chop, 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 and and then DCIX rips from 13.85 to $15. Are you kidding me? What the? Did you just see what it did? I just took it off the screen and it just hit a new high. That's nuts. Nuts. You up 10 grand today? You know, you want to trade a 400 or 500 shares of DCIX right now? That's crazy shit. Looked like it was just about to roll over and it spiked and hit 15. The only thing that keeps me interested in APC is Schlumberger and Halliburton. I can't watch everything. I want to watch DCIX. This stuff's fun. Fun in a psycho way.
I know for a fact nobody heard me mention Pi, but remember when they came out with earnings and stock got slammed, and I bought the stock the next day on an earnings reversal, and then I said you might want to watch it if it breaks these ranges, because we're in a bull market and nothing ever stays down. And it was more of a swing trade because it's very hard to trade during the day. And next thing you know, it's up 5 points. This market's full of opportunity, you know. I mean, stupid Groupon's still above 450 for God's sakes, man. And nobody mentioned AAOI. I know Pat was probably watching that one. Nice pullback. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, people. I mean, I know, again, these are just now, I'm just highlighting trades. I know I didn't mention these or elaborate or imply. But, you know, while the day is on, while the market's open, start looking at stocks, you know. You know, AAOI reported earnings. Why don't you keep an eye on it for a little while, or at least check back on it, see how your boy's doing. You know, peep it. I don't know, what's the slang term? Check up on it. Creep up on it. What's up on it? I don't know. Triple, quadruple, septuple bottom at the multi-day VWAP. The sellers look like they were done right here. And if there's no more selling, what stocks? What does it usually do? You get a little ass crack breakout right here. And then a 1 minute VWAP break, man. So if you were short and it didn't want to break here, and then it goes back above the 1 minute, you better be covering. Hence the reason it just went up $1.50. See, again, didn't mention it, never said anything about it after we were looking at it in the morning, but you know, you got to scroll through the symbols and, you know, find some stuff. You know, and again, if you were feeling good about your APC, I mean, as far as a day trade is concerned, you know, you had a moment there. Here's your first range break. Here's your test. Here's the pullback. Kind of broke that first range, so maybe you got nervous. But then back above 51, if you felt like it, now at least you have a risk-reward trade in your favor. You know, gets back above the range. Here's you got low print. You can use that, and you use that. So we're talking about a $51 stock that you're looking to buy, using a 2-cent stop on half and a 4-cent stop on the rest. You know, not every trade's going to be blatant 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal, but if you're looking for ideas and you happen to see APC 1 minute VWAP break, and yeah, you missed it, and then the range bound, and Lumber Liquidators finally broke that half number for you. That stock was absolutely dead. But I'm actually a little bit upset about Pi. You know, I held it the whole day that day, and it just didn't do anything. It just, you know, went up 40 cents. I sold it, pulled back 40 cents, and then it rallied into the close and hasn't looked back since. Anyway, for the next earnings season, what we'll do is we'll concentrate on making a whiteboard for you guys like this, so we could check on it. Remember, Halo breaks 14. Look for 1438. Where's that stock now? Oh, it's at 19 bucks. That was a good call. Underlined it a lot. Look at that. Halo breaks 14. Look for 1438. Break into the new range at 1555. Look what it is now. I guess that was a good call. I heard you mention it. There it is. I guess I mentioned it. Let's see what else I mentioned. I don't know what that is. Year-end Dow Jones target was 23,243.43. Well, I guess I got that target nailed. Stocks we're at 23,534 right now. One more sell-off between the 18th and 28th and off to the races. Wow, look how smart I am. Sick. Oh, I got the U.S. Steel. It wasn't bad. This is the only one I got wrong. Because pot did hit 1940. Twitter almost got there. And VRX, that's the one that cost me. Can't get them all right, but how about that year-end target at 23,243.43? That was when we broke 20,000 probably. Wow, look at all that stuff, man. Let's see what else we got on here. Alright, that's it. So maybe we'll start using that a little bit to remind you guys. We'll call it the mention board. so nobody could say I didn't mention it. Or imply it, or elaborate. By the way, Scott, did you do the VRX trade? Because, man, you were here for the whole conversation yesterday. VRX. Oh, you did? Oh, good. I feel better now. See how relaxed I am now? People, you know, other people, that's how I deal with stress. I rant and rave for 20 minutes, and then I'm freaking awesome again. I don't even remember what I was even talking about. All right, be right back.
Test mic. Test mic. 1, 2, 3. Test mic. Anybody hear this? Audio check over. Audio check over. Yuri, Weight Watchers off of the 50-day moving average to the long side. I have nominal risk. I have 3 cents worth of risk. That's it. I'm done anyway. What did you short? You short Snap?
Yield curve has moved relative to September. UK economy remains uncertain in terms of Brexit as well as other factors. Cap rate.
Sick call. You said 51.37. That's awesome. See, I heard him mention it. Well, I was holding on for a little bit longer. Look at my target. See what I did there? After you made the great call. Yeah, look at went back on the 3-day chart. And if you squeeze it, where did it double top once before is where I figured you would go to. So now if you're in APC, get the hell out. Take most of your profit. 37 was a great call. I was thinking maybe you got to the double top. There you go, 46, just another dime. Awesome call, 1 minute, multi-day VWAP reversal, the whole thing. You had to wait it out. But there was, again, once you got past the, through the chop and through the multi-day, look how it never broke down. But you're right. You were using these as stops if you were in this thing. And once you started to bounce, you never even thought about it coming back there. And again, we're talking about 8-9 cents. Now your trade's over. Nice, beautiful find. Setup was there. I don't know if you probably wouldn't have gotten aggressive on it because of the time, but still, you buy 400 shares with a 10-cent risk. You're risking $40 to make maybe 150. Not so bad. I liked it. I didn't want to get super aggressive with it because of the time of the day, but. And by the way, I didn't mention it. So that was all solid yellow. Nice call. Now I went back on the 3-day chart. The only reason I liked it was you got over the multi-day VWAP here. And then I didn't buy it, and waited for the chop. Chop. Once it got above the 1 minute. Sorry, multi-day. Now I finally got convinced. I was like, you know what? Why not? Put a little bit on and use that last area as a stop. So for me, it was 50.98. So I didn't want to get stopped out at 51 like I did with that stupid VRX stop. So 50.98, and then where it broke out from 50.96. So I'm talking about 2 extra pennies changed the whole game on the trade. And then for the target, 51.37, I was, wait, hang on, let me get rid of this line. Went back. See the double top here? So I said, all right, if we get through that area and we break out, I'm looking for it where it was a day and a half ago. So that was my target, 41.45. Wasn't an earth-changing, earth-shattering trade, but again, $80, $120 with a risk of $12 or $40. Plus, like Solid was saying, APC, then Schlumberger, oil, Halliburton. Usually APC will go with your Halliburtons and your Schlumbergers. And I'm looking at APA right now, which hasn't moved. So, by the way, APC. I drew the trend line. I'm not a really big fan of trend lines. It wasn't an exact science, but I'm just trying to find the bottom prints, the bottom prints, the bottom prints, the bottom prints, the bottom prints. Look where it just went back to, the bottom print. So, again, it was all about the multi-day VWAP, not buying it the first time, not buying it the second time, not even buying it the third time, and then finally getting convinced when it didn't break here. So now I said, all right, I'll buy 513 using basically a 13-cent stop, 14-cent stop on a $51 stock. And then, of course, it was the sector, too, convinced me that maybe this would be good. Plus, Solid's pretty good at finding ideas, even though he's scared. And again, that wasn't me. That was the man, the myth, the legend, the silent Mr. Man behind the curtain. He found that one. See, that's kind of what we're trying to do here also. It doesn't have to be the master. It could be the students. Take a look at what I'm about to say, and I know you're not going to be happy about it. So if Halliburton's going and Schlumberger's going, Come on, what stock has been trying to break out for the last couple of days? It's slow and awful. We took it off the ban list the other day. Oh, nope. Close. The other one. You got it. Now, I know I'm going to lose money on it eventually because I've traded it well 3 times now. Not with any size, but it by the way, look how it hit the trend line, the APC. So look at the rig. Okay, same scenario. I mean, by the way, this market's never ever going down because if the financial stocks are, they're stabilized already, if oil and energy start to rally now, oh my God. Those are the only ones that were not going up. So that's another 10% onto this market. I mean, then you got a whole laundry list of stocks you should be looking at. Your APCs, your APAs, your British Petroleum, your Exxons, your Chevrons. Maybe you throw some Chesapeake, some Cliff, your Steels, your Rigs, your WLLs, your Halliburton, your Hess, your Occidental Petroleum, your PBRs, your PCGs, your PCXs, your VLOs, your XOPs, your XONs. Should I keep going? Talking about energy stocks. If they start all breaking out, by the way, AA freaking OI. But more importantly, RIG, because this stock is still, if you don't know, one of the most heavily shorted stocks on the planet. And look what it did, kids. You finally just broke a prior day high. Yeah. Oh my God. And where's our target? Remember, this is the reason that you all should have that 100 shares of RIG on to remind you that you like it. Stock's going to 1262. Now again, I own it. Whopping 100 shares. Again, it's in my remind me to keep an eye on it portfolio. Sometimes I'll just buy 100 shares to make sure I don't forget. But more importantly, I don't want it to go up anymore. I want it to sit here and chop around. Why? Because today's Wednesday. I actually want it to go down today. I want it to hit 1149 and then go down. Why? Because I want to buy some 1150 calls tomorrow or Friday for 3 cents and then watch it go to 1261 on a monster short squeeze so we could all have that $300 trade and make 20 grand on it. So I'm kind of rooting for it not to go up, but it's taking off. So not taking off. I mean, taking off for RIG is 30 cents. But here's what's going to happen, kids. Now that it's breaking out, here's your next area of resistance according to the Kenny Glick calculations of high-low candlestick pattern recognition that I've been doing for 20 years. 1164 is your next target. Even on that 15-cent move past 1150, it happens on a Friday. We're going to be having a really nice day. 1150s for 3 or 4 cents to go to 15 cents. That's still 200 bucks turning into 1500. Me likey. And then if it breaks that 1165, we're going to have some issues in this noise right here, but I think eventually we're going to get to that multi-year VWAP. Oh yeah. Or you could sit here and trade AAOI and have your freaking heart in your stomach. That stock is scary. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I should buy it. Oh, then it goes down 50 cents. I turn around, it's back up $1. So, want to watch it? Let's watch it. By the way, APC, nice call, brother. You know, that was good enough for me. You know, VWAPs is one thing, but sentiment and if you don't have a high-low ticker right now, and you don't know a lot of symbols, 90% of the symbols that have been hitting highs for the last 45 minutes are all energy and Earls. Earl, energy, anything in that sector is ripping right now. Look at it. All of them. Halliburton, bang. There you go. APC, going to break a half number. Now, I am not suggesting to buy APC anymore. The trade's over for me. All right, you got the multi-day to the whole number. Sorry, the half number. You got the whole number to the half already, and You know, now this constitutes as a chase. Could it go higher? Of course it could. But now risk reward is not in your favor. When Solid first mentioned it at 51.01, risk reward was in your favor because if it would have pulled back, you're talking about 4 cents and you would have taken a 4-cent loss. Sure, it looks good. I know it does. But I'm not buying it again. Screw you. If anything, I'll buy Rig. Because I still think you got another $1 to go. But I'm now kind of just sitting here. All right, let me take a look at the rigs. Actually, you want to be frightened? Here, I'll just put AAO up on the screen for you. Oh, God. It scares me just having it on the screen. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes my other one. APA. Here we go. Wait, let's be serious for a second. APA. APA. Wham. Oh, here it comes, kids. We just missed the whole number break. My God, I really don't want to be trading. I don't want to enter another position right now. Oh. Everything's going. Look at that list. Look at that list of stocks. Look at the rig breaking 1150 with no problem. All right, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something completely out of my mind. By the way, VRX right back to the 1 minute. Man, what a great stock. That was awesome. I'm so happy VRX is back to 1475. Anyway, you know, we were mentioning Halliburton Schlumberger along with the APA. Obviously, you could have bought all 4 of them and made money. But right now, let's take a look at the APA before I jump in. Probably not gonna trade this. Where's the mad one? The mad one. See, this is just your typical recapture of the 1 minute. Here's your range bound break. Here's your second range bound break. So you want to see it pull back to 50.45, and then obviously now you're looking at that multi-day VWAP where that would be your target. Now, here's one way to look at it. You just had the most massive move across the board in energy and oil stocks, right? So why come APA is not already green? Usually the last to go is not the best trade, but sometimes it works anyway. I'm just saying, it's the last to go. And it already has been green. So I don't even know, I don't even see that on the chart, but apparently it has been green. Must have been pre-market. Oh no, there it is, right at 937. And look at them. Oh my God, look how nice this is all lining up. Here's your multi-day VWAP. You know, I don't hate this. I'm not a huge fan of the trade, but look at this huge ass crack that's forming here. My God, this could be a monster breakout if energy and oil get going. APA. APC. Tony Wong, Tony Chung. What do you mean you don't tip? Don't feel like I should tip because I'm told by society to tip. What do you mean you don't tip? I mean, guys, you're seeing this stuff right here. Boom. I don't even want to know where APC is right now. It's probably 51.75 by now, right? Can't look. Not gonna look. Oh, speaking of rig, Diamond Offshore DO usually goes with rig. So where's that one? Already, no, it's in limbo. Yeah, this is what you could start calling it the Ambien. Was it that sleep drug Ambien? Yeah. Buy 100 contracts of everything that's energy related. Take an Ambien. Come back on Friday at around 3:30. See how you're doing. No joke. This market is. I mean, again, if energy is going to start really breaking out, how is the market ever going to sell off? There's There's nothing to bring it down now. And now, if energy keeps going, that's going to get more buying, which will lead to more buying, and then everybody will start buying everything. The buy programs come in, the shorts start to cover. Next thing you know, we're at Dow 30,000 for Christmas. It's freaking crazy, brah. Fucking rig. Oh, come on, man. I'm sitting there. By the way, I know this is dumb and tongue-in-cheek, but if I say I'm waiting to buy more, buy it. I'm going to wait here to wait for a pullback to buy it. No, buy it. No, just buy it. Nope, just buy it. Oh, he mentioned it. Buy it. Just buy it. Oh, wait. Did I use the word mention? Sorry. I implied it. Buy it. Oh, God. Buy it. Oh, wait. Buy it. Wait. 11.50 calls? Bad. Buy them. $12. Buy them. I don't know. How much are the $12 calls? You know, I'm buying them right now. See if anybody wants to sell me some at a penny. That's me on the bid. Good. I'll buy some at a penny. Somebody wants to hit me at a penny. Good. 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 Buy them. Sell them to me. Okay. I dare you. Buying 30 next Friday calls. By the way, look at the snap. Broke that 1275. Where's it going? 1235. You can play options on snap. I don't know if anybody was quick enough to realize that. I'm buying 30 November $12 calls for a penny. Let's see if anybody sells them to me. Buy. And now we sing. There I am. That's me on the offer. Actually, that's me on the bid. That's me in the spotlight, bidding into some rig. Now, that would be awesome if somebody sells them to me on a penny. Have the stock open up at like $12.35 tomorrow. Take my $30 trade and make $2 grand on it. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But it'd be awesome if somebody slipped up and accidentally sold them to me. That's why I'm on the bid. Maybe somebody's dumb enough to send me some of those. Wow, this market is taking off. Man, that bagel just cost me like $1,000. By the way, my toaster broke. I actually toasted a bagel in the oven like it's 1855. When's the last time you used the oven to toast something? All right, ready? Now that I'm up $2 grand again, I'm gonna buy DCIX when it breaks 15 like a maniac. Watch what I'm gonna do here with this stock. I'm gonna rip it. Why am I trading this crazy stock when I got all these other good stuff to worry about? Oh, couldn't do it. Oh wait, well, there it is. There it is. There it is. Come on, print it. Print it. Print it. That's me on the offer right now. Oh, so close. So close to making money on that trade. I was tasting the money. Uh-oh, this one might hurt, kids. This one might hurt. I'm in at $14.98. I was offering at $14.24 and nobody sold. Nobody wanted to buy it from me. This one might hurt. This one might hurt. Wow, Yuri, that's really out of left field and quite awful. Damn, bro, I don't know if we know each other that well that you could start doing Holocaust jokes, man. Bro, seriously? Only Mike S is allowed to do Holocaust jokes. And solid. Wow, you guys are freaking anti-Semitic. There's only one person allowed to make fun of the Jews in here. Well, two people. Hang on a second. I'm going to make some money on DCIX. I love to racism, bro. Here we go. Come on, 1520s. All right, I just sold 100 shares at 1520. Watch it go to 1550 right now. Oh, my God. Why won't this stock die? Sold 1525. Oh, no. I'm out. I sold it all. Here it goes. 1550. Here it comes. I'm going to be crying like a little girl in a second as they print 1550. That's all right. It's a quick $104 I just made. Man, I love trading, right? I love to racism, bro. I think the worst Holocaust joke ever, or well, I guess if you're an anti-Semitic racist bastard, it's funny. But how do you fit 20 Jews in a compact car? Put them in the ashtray. And that's as far as I'll go. You want to get racist? You want to know my favorite racist joke? I don't want to insult the African Americans or the Chinese people or the Hispanics in the room, but I'll tell the joke anyway if you want to go there. It's nasty. It's a nasty joke, but it's so damn funny, and it's almost like childish. You guys ready? You want me to tell the joke? I'll tell the joke. I did it on stage once, and I almost got into a fight. I'll always say Holocaust jokes are worse than pedophile jokes because, again, somewhere deep down inside, it hurts because my grandparents, and my dad fled from the Nazis from Czechoslovakia into Poland and hid in the bottom of a boat to escape to America. So yeah, it's kind of hurtful. That's my favorite. One of my favorite racist jokes. Yeah, the Jew or the black guy and the Mexican walk into the bar. Bartender says, "Get out." All right, you ready? I'll tell it. As long as nobody leaves when I tell this joke, and it's all about making money in here. By the way, that was a quick $100 I made on DCIX. Not bad, right? What do you get? Wait, let me make sure I don't tell the joke wrong because it would ruin everything. Oh yeah. What do you got when you got 5 Chinese guys, 5 black guys, and a Hispanic guy? Now you say what? Wait, let me make sure I got the joke going right here. 5 Chinese guys, 5 black guys, and then a Hispanic guy. A sprinkler system. Chink, 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 spick, nigga, 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 nigga. Chink, 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 spick, nigga, 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 nigga. That's the funniest joke I ever heard in my life, really. And if you don't know that kind of, the sprinkler systems that usually, the sprinklers, they come up and they. Yeah. Anyway. It's funny. In a racist, childish way, right? Hey, nice selling the DCIX. What are you going to do, right? I think my favorite Jew joke has got to be the how was copper wire invented? 2 Jews found the same penny. Because it's a think piece.
Dude, you're stealing that line from Almost Famous. It's a think piece about mid-level band coming to terms with success.
As Bitcoin is headed to 10,000. Aren't there stocks to trade to embrace the Bitcoin frenzy? How come there's no Bitcoin ETF yet or a Bitcoin subsidiary stock? Oh, there is. See how far out of touch I am? Is it really GBTC? GBTC. Yeah. There's 32 shares traded on it. Nobody even cares. What's everybody's problem? Why isn't there any volume on this thing? So soon they're going to make a triple leveraged short Bitcoin thing, right? It's going to be the UVXY of Bitcoin, and everyone's going to get crushed trying to short Bitcoin. By the way, I'm gonna start calling in some favors. You guys know who Joe Fami is? I'm gonna call him, see how he got. Between JC Peretz, Fami, Howard Linzon, like somebody should be able to make a phone call and get me my 5 minutes on a Friday. Come in, smoke a bone. Yeah, what's up? I trade VWAP, brah. Come in with my Grateful Dead t-shirt on, my eyes all red. I'll tell them how to introduce me. Here, put this music on as I walk onto the set and introduce me as the guy that called Dow 20,000 to the week 5 years prior to it happening. And then I want an applause cart. And then somebody say, kneel before Zod. And then I'll start talking. Joe? Yeah, Joe. Well, Joe and JC are usually on Fox. I'll take anything, man. Give me my 5 minutes. I don't even want 15 minutes. Give me my 5 minutes. I'll say hi to all you guys in the chat room when I'm on TV. I'll talk about how we all sit around in our underwear and crush it on Fridays with options. Because if I'm on CNBC, next thing you know, we'll have, 600 knuckleheads in here. And out of those 600 people, maybe 15 of them will survive and thrive. Be fun. Plus, my mom will be, get to tell people I have a real job finally. Mom, on TV. I'm on TV. Don't look now, Groupon. Stock. Penny by penny, I'm going to make $1,000 on this trade, I'm telling you. Slowly, slowly it climbs. Here's your 3-year VWAP on the... Breaking over that 3-year. Where's the lifetime VWAP on this bad boy? There it is, kids. That's my target. 475 stop for 660 payday. Slowly it goes. Yeah, exactly. My mom still says I tries to figure out what I do. Who listens to you? And my grandmother made it even better. She insults me also. It's like, so when you sell the stock, why does anybody buy it from you? Why would they listen to you? I'm like, well, it's really just, I gotta press a button. It's hard to explain, Grandma, but I don't have to ask people to buy it from me. Well, what makes you so smart? VWAP, Grandma. Now zip it. Get back in your cage. What? You guys ever see my grandma on YouTube? Hilarious.
Everything was working. For once in my life.
No, I don't want to hear about anybody eating your shrimp, all right?
Yeah, I looked at that one. It's not. It looks terrible. I think I was trying to play it earlier. But it is breaking $15. Yeah. ACLR hitting them that 1 minute. Guys, one thing I've like really noticed, and obviously everyone already knows this, but the stock, when the stock reports earnings and there's decent volume on it, especially on earnings day versus when it has a lot of volume versus a non-earnings day, somehow, some way, might not be right away, they usually tend to trend to the 1 minute rebound. Like, I don't know why. It's like, let's say, for example, like, just take any stock. Just take like, I don't know, APC, for example. Solid is trading that. Let's say it has same volume today versus like yesterday, like when it reported earnings. On the day when it reports earnings, I've noticed stocks tend to like 90% trend to the 1 minute somehow during the day. Whether they touch it, whether they hit it, whether they bounce off it, it's just like it's a cool phenomenon that I keep noticing during the day, because you might make another attempt to the 1 minute. I think I just pulled up this trade CLR in the morning. You know, it was a short and the range break, and I was like, okay, it's gonna get to the 1 minute. Didn't, and then what I do is I'll just set up an alert. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, if it breaks below, you know, the 1 minute later, alert me, and then so I can maybe play it again, because it usually does get to that point. Not always, but I've just been noticing it more and more and more. And like Kenny says, the more algorithms to the market and things like that, higher probabilities that the stock typically gets there. So like, I guess just don't give up on the trades. Maybe if you hit it right away, it could usually hit it later. Yeah, like I was trading Wendy's earlier. Not the best time to trade, but I reported earnings, and I was like, okay, it's gonna get to the 1 minute, and like every time if you just pull it up, Wendy's WEN comes back to the 1 minute, tries to get to the multi, comes back to the 1 minute, tries to get back to the multi, and I mean it's almost like you buying and selling it all day, but those kind of stocks where they have the same volume today, it might not do anything, but today it's gonna try to get to the 1 minute. So solid 8 DC stock doesn't look as bad as the long actually. It's bad, but it's holding the 1 minute. H band. I really have some H band. Although that's not too bad. Nah, it looks like 3 hours. Also, a lot of the financial stocks, they kind of suck. They just don't move.
Time Warner Cable, ouch. AT&T chairman news. What, bro? Just make sure you take a profit. Dude, that's $100. You can't even get blown for that. Well, maybe if you go to Hunts Point. Hunts Point, you'll be able to do the deal.
Can't break 50.
What do you got, Yuri?
Not familiar with this. The Crizzle. It just looks like it's trending. So I gotta go. No. Somebody brought up ATVI as a short at 64.5, but I'm not really familiar with this one.
Solid. Aging solid jello. Look at Weight Watchers, bro. Went right to your 1 minute calculation. kiss back to it, and bam, see you later. Solid yellow charts, people. They do work. Look at WTW. Right to the 1 minute. And then failed.
Yeah, I went to the Oprah show in Chicago, and she's still fat, so I don't know why Weight Watchers is doing so well.
Solid, you got a multi-day level on TWX. You show any level support for TWX aside from $90.
Guys, oh, Lending Club, book 650. How come nobody brought it up? Too late. Can't be looking at everything. Damn, I would have done that trade.
Thank you, sir. Restoration Hardware takeover chatter. Restoration Hardware takeover chatter if reversal only. Spread is a yeah, there's no volume. Big spread.
What's the spread?
Dropping the news in the room here.
Oh god, 20 cents. I'll do it.
Go at your own risk. RX Mox makes further comments. Pause speculates could be takeover chatter. Target, Amazon, or Williams Sonoma. This could be bullshit. Nobody cares.
83.50 on it. Yeah.
You're not going to get it. You better pay for a pass through.
Sucks. Like, I know I mentioned a couple of stocks this morning that had a few pennies spread, but they matched my criteria for a good setup. So sorry guys. I usually try to only find stocks like 1 to 2 cent spread, but and I've been noticing lately some of them have a little bit larger spread, but the setups really work. Nothing? Damn, that sucks.
God damn, Triple D. I hate that stuff. I wish I could remove it.
I'm gonna short step.
Mitchell?
I heard you mention it in the chat room. Whoa. Anyway, yeah, I got my whopping 20 shares of cars on this whole time from the half number. I don't really like the way this thing trades, but it just went 1 minute to multi-day, and the next phase might be a reversal, and I believe it's an earnings reversal, so no math. I got 20 shares. Just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to watch it trade before I jumped in, so I bought 20 shares. On the half number break.
What's the ticker?
And so far so good. Here's your first multi-day.
On the
Now, check it out, because the reversal might be a whole number break as well. And the way this thing trades, it could be a really quick one, like a pop and a drop. So if you do if you do venture into CARS, all right, be careful. 2-week lows. I believe this is a new IPO. This might have been their first report. I know nothing of this one. I've never even heard of it. Does anybody know cars.com? Cars.com? I never knew they were publicly traded. I knew not Travelocity. There was another cars website that was good for a while. I forgot the name of it. But let's see. Max available. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. So it's coming off a 52-week low. No, not TrueCar. It's something with a T. Not TTM. No, it's like a website for used cars. Something with a T. No idea. Yeah, maybe I'm.
Ties belong only if it breaks ties. 3336 trigger entry long.